Hello, applied mathematicians. We are going to look today at getting into some geometry topics. We finished up our algebra work um, with our quadratics. So let's take a look at our first geometry topic here. We are going to look at angles and specifically complementary and supplementary angles. We're going to look at some diagrams and also word problem setup and solving calculations as well. So let's get right into it here. The two angle types, as we said, are complementary angles, and they are two angles that sum or add up to 90 degrees. And its counterpart, supplementary angles, add up or sum to 180 degrees. Diagram, super easy to identify. Complementary, of course, you're going to have your 90-degree right angle. A little box there to indicate that you have a sum or total of 90 degrees, and then a straight angle, 180 is that line in which you are going to have two angles that sum to 180 degrees. So let's take a look here. We have a diagram example of each. We want to determine the value of x. So what value can I plug in for x so that these two angles are complementary? And then in figure 2, what value can I plug in for x so the angles are supplementary? After we find the value of x, we are going to further want to find the measure of each angle. So what that means is I'm going to plug in what x equals into these individual angle measures. So pretty easy process. Again, complementary are two angles. So I have angle 1, which is x plus 6, plus angle 2, 3x minus 4, needs to sum or add up to 90 degrees. So I've got like terms here, 3 and 1, 4x, and then 6 minus 4, I believe, is 2. So I have 4x plus 2 equals 90. When I subtract 2, I'll be left with 4x equals 88. And then dividing by 4, I'll have x is 22. So that's the first step, finding the value of x. Now I'm going to take 22 and plug it into each of these angle measures. So 22 and 6, this left angle would be 28 degrees. And then 3 times x, 22. 3 times 22 is 66. 66 minus 4 is 62 degrees. I can always check it. 60 and 20 is 80. 8 and 2 is 10. So 80 and 10, 90 degrees, 28, 62. So we've got a winner. Second angle example here we have are the supplementary angles. These two will add to 180. So I'm going to set up my equation as 3x minus 1 plus 5x minus 3 is going to sum or add to 180. Again, my like terms, 3 and 5 gives me 8x. Negative 1 minus 3 is minus 4, will equal 180. I'll add 4 to both sides and have 8x equals 184. Dividing both sides by 8, I believe here that we are going to get 23. 8 times 20 is 160. 8 times 3, 24. 160 and 24 is 184. So 23 should be my x value. I'm now going to plug in 23 for x into my two individual angle measures. So I'll take 3 times 23, 69. 3 times 20, 60. And yes, 3 times 3, 9. So 69 minus 1, 68. And then 5 times 23 is 115. 115 minus 3 is 112. 112 and 68 does give me 180 degrees. So we've got 68 and 112 for my two angles. So those are kind of your crunch and munch examples for diagrams. The final type are the word problem equations. And these are going to be another type of literal equation. So we are going to write down exactly what it says word for word. And whenever I see in my word problems here, kind of my key terminology is that if I see the complement of an angle, again, if I have the angle is 40 degrees, its complement is going to be 90 minus 40, or 50 degrees. So when I have an angle whose measure I don't know, x, its complement will be 90 minus x. Similarly, with a supplement of an angle, if an angle is, 100 degrees, its supplement would be 180 minus 100, or 80 degrees. So if I have the supplement of an unknown angle, its supplement would be 180 minus x. All right. Let's take a look here. So we're going to find the measure of angle B if 6 times, so I'm going to write down here 6 times the complement of angle B. So I don't have an x here, I have a b. So the complement of angle B would be 90 minus b. So there's 6 times the complement of angle B. Then I see is equals 64 greater. So I'll put a plus 64 at the end. Is 64 greater than twice the supplement of angle B. So twice multiplied by 2, 180 minus. It would help if I put the 0 in there on 180 minus b. All right, so there's my setup. 6 times the complement of angle B is 64 degrees greater than twice the supplement of angle B. We got a little distributive property party. 6 times 90, 540, minus 6b will equal 2 times 180 is 360, minus 2b, or not 2b, plus 64. I can put my 360 and 64 together. They are like terms. So I still have the 540 minus 6b will equal 424 minus 2b. I'll move the smaller b, add 6b to both sides, and then minus 424. 540 minus 424 is going to be 116. Will equal negative 2 and 6. 6 minus 2 is 4b. Dividing by 4, I'm going to get angle B. 116 divided by 4 is, I believe, 29. So angle B will be 29 degrees. Again, the most challenging part, in my opinion, is, again, getting your setup. But once you understand that the complement of an angle is 90 minus that value, and the supplement of an angle is 180 minus that value, your setup should be groove A. All right, one more for your health. Here we're going to start with 5 times the complement of angle H. So complement of an angle is 90 minus its value. So we've got 5 times 90 minus H is equals, now we've got 104 degrees less. So I'm going to go minus 104 at the end, and it's 104 degrees less than 3 times the supplement of angle H. Supplement 180, so I'm going to go 3 times 180 minus H. What is the measure of angle H? All right, distributive property, take 2. 5 times 90, we'll have 450 minus 5h will equal 3 times 180 is 540. Struggling with my numbers here today. I can say it, I just can't write it. Let's make it legible too while we're at it. 540, kind of legible. 3 times negative h, negative 3h, and then minus 104. Again, I'll put my like terms together here on the right side. This 540 take away 104. So 540 take away 100 is 440, minus 4 is 436. Minus 3h. We can get our h's together, so we'll move this smaller, add 5h to both sides, and then minus 436. So 450 minus 436 is 14. That will equal negative 3 and 5, 2h. Divide by 2. 14 divided by 2 will give me 7. So angle H would be 7 degrees. Again, get a little practice with writing those out on the assignment, and you got this. Geometry Topics Day 1. It's a beautiful thing. Take care.